What's up, y'all? It's your host with the most, Morgan McAdory of McAdory Entertainment, sitting here with the fellas. We on Interlude Podcast.
100% pure the oil.
We back with another episode, man. Make sure y'all go to the channel, the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Man, first of all, I'm Do Dollar. I'm one of your hosts. My brother, Links the Chef, Manny the God. They couldn't be here today. We got some great people. Pull your mic closer, P. We got some great people in the building, man. We got some great guests in the building, man. We about to talk really good about some shit. I mean, I'm excited. First and foremost, my brother, Tora. Tora is in the building. Morgan is in the building. Clap it up. We like to clap it up, bring a little energy in here.
Yeah.
I got y'all guys on the build. I got y'all guys on the podcast, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. You know what I'm saying? So why you laughing already, man?
Hey, man, I'm just thinking about the 800.
Nigga said
I'm
800.
thinking about the 800.
Nah. We ain't taking no 800s. Damn, man. Once again, man, thank y'all for coming, bro. I actually had a topic in mind that I think will go really well with this room, this setting. I kind of thought about this setting already, and the topic for the day, y'all, is failure. Like, and what I mean by failure, like, why do people fail? Why is people scared to fail? What is failure? What does failure look like? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like everybody in here definitely push towards a goal or dream, like. You know what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, where we gonna start at? What you do?
A little bit of everything. Made music, rap specifically, in the film production, directing, script writing, acting, choreography, and that's all the professional.
You could dance and shit.
A little bit, yeah. A little something.
Like Terry Crews.
Not like Terry Crews.
You give me Terry Crews, like that nigga might fuck it up because I ain't expect he might like really fuck it up, like and go
Terry
quick.
Crews, yeah, he can't move. I'm not doing that though.
So I mean, when you say choreography, what type of lane?
Fight choreography for the films and whatnot.
I say that.
I can dance.
So you can dance.
I thought nigga was way
I can do a little
crazy.
something.
Okay.
Don't try me.
Which one of them films is the bread and butter to you?
Definitely the production right now. Definitely.
As in film production, music
sir.
video production, or just
film, cinematic production in general. 'Cause
cinematic
we
in
do
general.
get paid from music videos and stuff like that too.
and you get money from this.
Yeah. This is like my living wage right now.
Oh, I know about it. I should have knew that already. I don't even know why I said that. We gonna get to that later. We gonna talk about that later, man. And what about you, Morgan?
Man.
Let the people know what you do, man. Let the people know who the fuck is in the building.
This is gonna be his favorite part right here.
I mop floors at Marshall's. I'm the janitor. You know, like Martin. You remember Martin, the floor buffing king?
Yeah.
That's me. That's all I do.
Like,
The floor buffing king.
oh, so you be stripping? Shit be.
Come on, you need your floor buffed.
Hold on, but you don't be one of them niggas that just be in the store when you ain't at work and be mad a nigga shooting.
Don't step on the floors, nigga. Stop playing.
Nigga, I walk on socks
No
at
scuffs.
Marshalls.
I got the little booties
Oh,
for
you did
yeah.
that? Hell yeah, he
bro.
did that.
I got the booties
I'm dead
prepared.
I'm saying though, but you don't be like off work, watching niggas how they walk at the store.
I got you because it's a job. When you buffing floors,
Yeah.
they looking at that. So when you walk on them floors and you hear that when on the floors, you're like, damn, these motherfuckers clean as a fuck. That's me. But then when you walk on the floor and then you feel that that's a little dirty, you're like, damn, who the fuck cleaning these floors?
Hey, but look, if you weren't working and you just was in the store and you said something to me, man, I'd be mad. Like, man, who the fuck is you, bro? Like, man,
Your shoes, bro.
like, yeah, my shoe.
Yeah.
This your store?
It's my floor.
Yeah, niggas had to see about you the whole time. Like, this nigga tripping, man.
Let me
This
stop, man. I'm a film director, writer.
Oh, so you don't mop floors? I mean, buff.
Nah.
I thought you was for real.
You see how I curved with it?
Fuck me, I'm holding my laugh sitting down.
See, I'm an actor. Scene.
Just gave me a
Scene.
whole
What
movie script idea.
What a joint?
Yeah.
And scene. That's what that was. That was the scene. Nah, man, but I'm a film director, actor, writer, acting coach,
Definitely.
producer,
Acting coach as well.
acting coach as well.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
because
dope.
I've been acting for about 14 years now.
That's dope.
So, and, you know, I started from theater, which is different from just starting on film.
Right.
So we talking about
like real
so, no,
plays and shit.
I love rehearsals. He know rehearsals. I'm rehearse because
trained.
stage training. It's like theater actors versus film actors. It's like, you know, I know a lot of film actors that are pretty fucking good, but a lot of them like, let's just take that back right there. When a theater actor, you know, when Denzel doing King Kong ain't got shit and he fuck up, you think he just starting over from a couple seconds? No, he going back to the jump.
Right.
Because it's really about feeling it. When you become the character and then you kind of break, you gotta become that character and you gotta keep that. You gotta build that momentum back up
So it's
because
from
that's
the
gonna
top.
be the best performance.
You gotta go back from
the
the
top.
top. That's dope.
So yeah, man, that's what I do. I run the Macadori Entertainment. It's my last name. My production company in Baltimore. So
That's dope. It's crazy, y'all.
so yeah.
Because they done gave it away. They done gave some hints, man. These are the guys that's behind my new film coming out. This is the book I wrote called Puzzle.
Let's clap it up for
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Clap
Which is
it up.
a dope ass read
Yeah,
and a
man.
dope story.
It's crazy, man. Puzzle, they got it in pre-production right now. They got it somewhere. I'm just waiting on them. They're a dope team, man. They've been great communicating and everything. And
Appreciate that, though.
these are the film guys that's behind the work. Y'all gonna see it soon. Just giving y'all a little heads up, a little teaser while we chop it up as well, man. Damn, I don't even know where to start. So being with that, everybody got something going. And everybody got something going on. I wanted to talk about failure. You know what I'm saying? What's your take on failure? How do failure feel? I mean, I failed before. I'm sure everybody in here have failed in some kind of way. But I feel like there's a lot of people out in the world that's really scared of failure, like terrified of failure. I'm gonna tell y'all a story after we go around the room and everybody chime in on failure. What failure feel like to you?
Well, it's supposed to be. This is me personally. It's supposed to be a motivator. When you first, the fear of failing is what'll prevent a lot of people from doing, and that's the first part. So that's like once you get over that hump, once you can get over the fact that damn, I might fail, it may or may not work. I mean, your hopes is to have high energy. Man, I'm gonna do this shit. This shit gonna work. Just like in the loop, like the podcast.
Right.
You know, you tried it. It could have failed, but it didn't, and we here. You know, that's the first part is getting over that, and then it's supposed to be a motivator to continue if you do fail.
Right.
Because I done failed a lot of times, and it's funny because I don't look at it all as just failures, but practice. You know what I'm
I was just about
saying?
to say that.
Yeah. Right.
Don't
Give
try.
up and
Right.
don't do it.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right. Like we in the world of cinematography. So, you know, at the end of the day, we trying to film the multi-million-dollar movies.
Right.
We're not there yet. But we're doing, you know, we've done smaller projects and, you know, bigger projects and smaller along the way that we have failed in, but that was just practice.
I wouldn't even
Because,
necessarily say
you know,
a complete fail neither.
I
Like,
call them small successes.
yeah, I call them small. I love that small successes, man. Because like my whole fail to me is like never doing it.
Right.
Like talking about it and never not even doing it, but pushing towards it. Yeah. I feel like every day I wake up, I'm pushing towards a goal. I feel like fail is just keep saying like, damn, I really want to do that. I really want to write a book. You just keep saying, I really want to write a book.
Right.
Like, and you don't do it. Right. That's like failing. And I think a lot of people, man, is scared of failure. They scared of what other people think. And like I said, I had met this girl. She spent about $7 grand to open up her online boutique. She just woke up and felt like she could do an online boutique. The thing about online boutique and online is great when you put a face behind it. And she's a pretty person. Great body, great attitude, but she's scared of what people may think about her and not liking a garment or a dress or a skirt, not knowing that everybody not gonna like everything.
Right.
And guess what she did? She closed it down before she even opened it.
Damn. For
Damn.
real.
And she had all the material in her garage for over a year. And she called me and said, you can have it. I'm like, nah, I'll pay you for it. No, just take it. It's just reminding her
Trying to
of,
get it off her
of
hands.
failing. And she never started. And she gave me $7,000 worth of girl clothes for free. And would not take no money, just wanted to be gone, wanted to put that chapter behind her. Right. And I try to sit here and tell her, like, you failing because like she like, I'm just scared of failure. I'm scared to fail. I don't want to go through it and nobody like it. If one person put, I don't like that. That shit is ugly. That shirt is ugly, though. That shit would crush her. Like, everybody's not gonna like it and leave a positive comment.
Right.
But like that's just something I seen firsthand. And I'm talking about $7,000. Closed the whole business.
Right.
And she don't got no plans of bringing it back up.
She's scared.
Over that shit.
She's scared. She had a beautiful plan.
Especially trying to give it up for free.
Gave it away for free. I gave it away. I wrapped shit up for Christmas gifts, all type of shit. I'm putting shit together like, got you a dress, got you some jeans.
Oh, this nice. Where you get this from?
Yeah, chill, though. Yeah. Chill, darling. It's that splat. You know what I mean? What about you, Tora? How you see failure?
I got a bit of a different relationship with failure than most people because how I came up doing martial arts. It's like you'll spend so much time trying to perfect a move on somebody who's better than you. Because if you really want to be good at martial arts, you can't practice on people who don't have experience. You got to do it on people who can stop that move. That's how you know if it's legit or not. So you'll go over a move over and over again. Throw the spinning kick, you fall. Throw the spinning kick, it get blocked. Throw the spinning kick, you didn't pivot your foot right. You hurt your kneecap. Throw the spinning kick. They just move out the way time and time again. And for a lot of people, I know getting into martial arts when they first started, that scares them. Like not being good at doing it. And then the pain that comes with not being good at doing it scares them. So my relationship with failure is very, very different.
So like you did like real martial arts? So you could like kick an apple off a nigga head type shit?
Oh, yeah.
You kind of remind me of the nigga from Spawn, man. What was the black nigga name from?
Michael John White.
Yeah, what's his name? Michael John White.
About that,
I heard that before.
Man, you kind of remind me of him. He's like, pop, pop, kick the shit out you real quick.
I definitely can, but because of that, I lean into my failure. I don't like pull back from things that I'm doing if I'm not successful the first time. I'm like, all right, so what didn't work the first time that I need to fix so it can work the second time?
Right.
So I'm not going to stop until I get what I'm trying to get at. So my relationship with failure is very different. Like you were saying, I take the lessons out of the L's.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. You got
I think some people ain't able to embrace that information. Like the part of failing is big enough. Like fuck getting to the lesson. I'm scared to fail. Like, would you ready to say something, P?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get in. And for me, man, like, and it'd be crazy, man, because I ain't gonna lie. Around a lot of people, man, I get a lot of like praises, like on the works and shit I do, and I don't really like the shit. And I'm like probably like try to be like modest and shit about it and be humble. And it don't be that. You know what it really be? It be like I'm the only motherfucker doing something, so it look like I'm big when I'm not. To me, because I go to the city and it's 1,000 trillion motherfuckers.
You feel like the tallest midget in the room.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I ain't really doing nothing big. I'm thinking this is what everybody doing, chasing a dream, pushing towards goals. And like, I feel like growing up, I was failing a lot. Like me and my man was talking about not too long ago, how like when it come to school, right? I really took this shit to heart. Like, and I feel like today it's a saying, like, yo, you need your education, like, finish school. I don't think kids really hear that the way we say it and what we mean when you older, especially when you going through it as a kid. Motherfucker telling you you're going to need your education. You got people in the 7th grade, 8th grade that feel like the information that they have in their brain, they can live life with. Right now, they done seen enough in life in the 7th grade, they feel like I could drop out and don't need school. Me, it was like I took that shit serious because of the conditions we was in. Like fucked up. So the motherfucker telling me, yo, this is the way to get out. Like get your education. Like we fucked up. I'm talking about roaches, rats, no electric cords running from one house, 2 houses down, extension cords giving us power, soup kitchens, free food lines, stealing food. Like, I come from that. We really was in that shit. So when I'm hearing, like, at this time, I don't have a goal to do nothing else. When I'm hearing, like, yo, go to school, you need your education. Like, this shit gonna change your life. Like, this is pretty much what we tell our kids. Go to school, it's gonna change your life. Like, graduate high school, get your high school diploma. That's gonna change your life. Right. My problem, I was aggressive and got in trouble and fought. But even with fighting in school, when I get suspended, I still do all my work. I might get a 10-day suspension. They give me a packet this big. I'm in the crib getting that shit done. Like, doing the work was never a problem. Like, I never failed. But I just felt like the odds against me as a kid, I knew where I don't want to go at. I know where I don't want to be.
You gotta keep pushing forward.
Yeah, like, and I just got that burn, like, early, like, to do something, to be somebody, or become something, or chase something.
I be thinking about that a lot. Something I realized, I'm glad you said that. Like, I don't know. The people I'm around these days, they seem to have a sense of purpose early on. They might not have known what they was going to be, but they had a desire to get above the status quo.
Right. And this is another fun story. As a kid, I used to be an artist. Like, that's what I wanted to be. As a kid, like, all I did was draw. I remember, like, you know, when you're in the 3rd, 4th grade, you got to stand up, say what you going to be when you grow up. Like, I ain't never thought about no doctor, police, a lawyer, none of that shit. I would get up and be like, I'm going to be an artist. It was like the easiest thing for me was what I was good at, like tracing. I'll trace this whole fucking book and keep it and, like, think I did some hell of a artwork, or I knew how to draw characters and shit, shade and shit like that. And as I got older, and I ain't noticed this until I became an adult, yo, like, I'm still an artist. Right. In every way. I still, even when it comes to music, it comes to writing books, it comes to writing a script, it comes to anything that just, like, the artistry just changed. But still being an artist is something I am. So I kind of was like, damn, I'm still what I said I was going to do as a kid. When motherfuckers used to laugh and act like, man, you ain't going to get nowhere painting. Like, we ain't had social media where you just going to get your work out there now and thousands of people would see it in minutes.
Right.
No,
you had
so
to get it into, like, a museum.
Yeah, which was, like, unbelievable. Like,
exhibit.
You had to be a hell of a person to get in those. Now you could really be somebody. If a million motherfuckers like this Mickey Mouse drawing I did, you feel some sort of success from it. You get what I'm saying?
That's very true.
And this shit could be trash, but if a million people liked it, other people like it. Another million people might just like it because a million people liked it.
Definitely.
You feel that?
Was popular.
Nah, hell yeah, that's true. That's
popular.
You know, I read a lot of psychology when I was away, and that's like a real thing.
What?
That's how trends get created, and everything that everybody ever did wasn't really original. Like, we all speak English. Nobody just woke up and like, you know what? I ain't fucking with English. I'm just make my own shit.
Right.
Like, you do shit that other people do, and when other people like shit, that's why a nigga with a lot of bitches get more bitches.
A nigga with a lot of bitches get more bitches.
Yeah,
that's
bitch
dope.
Want nobody that don't bitch going.
Oh, she had him. I want him.
Yeah,
That's mad.
That sound like Kanye or Ray
That's
J.
mad
Nah,
true.
that's a fact.
Like, if you ain't got
That's
no
crazy.
girls, you ain't going to get no girls.
Right.
Right.
It's a different way to think about it.
Because women not looking at the guy that nobody paying attention to.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Damn, that's dope.
Nah, that's real shit. But I wanted to get on. I wanted to chime in on a failure tip.
Go ahead.
I never really thought about because I be thinking, like, I think if you doing something, you got until the time period of what you trying to do is over. Like, if you trying to be a good father and you miss 20 years of the life, is over. Like, they already grown. It's not really over. You still could bounce back. So it's like till your dying day. But I never really, the majorest thing I ever had a fear, like a real fear of, was like failing my daughter. That's the biggest fear I ever had. Like, oh, something happening to me, or she grow up and she don't like me, and I'm trying to do everything. You dig what I'm saying? But other than that, that shit took me for a loop, because I never really put failure into none of my plans, and it's fucked up because when you say you was little, you was like, yo, you cared about. You felt like education was the way, and you was an artist. Yo, when I was little, I don't know why. All my thoughts was kind of like, it don't seem crazy, but it looked like it was crazy. I wanted to be something illegal, bro. I don't, like, and I went through that, and I'm off of that. But when I was little, I wanted to be something. I want to be a gangster. I want to be this. But I always wanted to be that. So I ain't even never put nothing into a plan and thought about failing it.
Right.
I never really did.
It's crazy you said that though, right? Because listen, how do you, based on what he said, right? A lot of us, we tell people they can be whatever they want to be in life. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. And he choose a motherfucker to be a gangster, and somebody got a problem with it. When you hear this saying your whole life, you hear this shit from everybody in the world. Right. How the fuck you tell me to be what I want to be, and then you get mad, right? Because it's not to your approval.
We from Baltimore here, we probably all know some little kids that just, I don't know. I don't feel like that shit was abnormal, what I wanted to do.
It wasn't at all.
No, it's not.
But now that I'm on camera, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. As you get older, you realize, like, that's fucked up.
Nah, that's what you wanted to be. That's what you seen. That's what made sense.
Yeah.
That's what made sense. That was a goal.
They showed us that being, especially y'all generation, they showed y'all like, and it was harder on y'all.
Yeah, we from the 80s.
Yeah, so y'all seen it like in real life,
You from the
time.
80s. I'm from the 90s. I was born in the 90s, nigga.
My bad.
What part of the 90s?
99.
Damn.
What you talking about? Don't talk about we from the 80s, nigga. Talk about yourself. I'm from the 99s, nigga, 2000, juvenile.
I was born in the 80s. Man.
Y'all had to see it in person. Like,
How
if
it
you
is.
black, the only way you're going to be successful is if you playing a sport, you entertaining somebody, or you selling out.
Right.
So it was like, yeah, you wanted to be a drug dealer when you was a kid because it was like, bro, that's the only way I'm gonna get out the hood. That's the
They
only
was
way I'm gonna be
lit.
able
Like
to
when
make
you
stuff for
little,
my
they
family.
buying you sit on the ice cream. They got the fly shit on.
Yeah.
I want to be like, yo.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't. I want to play football. Or I want to be like, yo. I don't want to be a doctor. None of that shit. And it's fucked up, but I gotta be real. I ain't even want to say this shit on camera. That's
real.
That's real shit.
That's real.
Like,
That's
I wanna be
like,
like, yo.
hell yeah, that's real.
Or damn, I ain't even say that shit. But yeah, that's.
I mean, you gotta look at it. Most motherfuckers that's in the cartel, when they grow up, they want to be just like their father. Like,
Yeah,
they
they
want to
get
take
grunted
over
for
the
that.
one day I'm gonna send $1 million in them teens to America. Like, yeah, they can take over the family business. That's just real. They'll understand exactly what you're saying. Hell yeah.
Right.
Bro, that
Bullshit.
shit crazy.
Nigga, next up.
Taking too long to die, nigga.
Yeah, hurry up. It's my time.
Yeah.
My
Exactly.
son just posted this picture on Instagram. Oh, really? What's it say? Hashtag next up. He's holding my gun. I don't know what he's doing right now.
Yo, crazy.
Look like my room.
Oh, yeah,
That look
man.
like me. Oh shit.
So, like, do you think, what if you try something, what if you go really hard towards something that you really want to win and it really fail? Like, I feel like for us, I'm gonna let you answer too. I'm gonna let you answer first. And it really failed. Like, I'm talking about fail. I done seen motherfuckers go for a CDL and fail and never try it again. Like, no, because they failed. Even a driver's license, like, man, fuck that shit, man. I ain't doing that shit. I got a homie, once he fail in that shit, man, that shit fucked up, man. Like, It ain't like, let me go home and tighten up and get some shit together.
Yeah.
It's fuck that shit, man. That shit dumb.
I think there is a such thing as objective failure. Whereas, like, no matter how you try to look at it from a positive outlook, there was a certain mark you had to hit and you didn't hit that mark. That shit do hurt, but it's not the end. It's not the end of whatever journey you on.
Right.
Okay.
Sometimes I like failing because when I fail, I know what I gotta go back.
Right.
and fix.
You can
When you
critique
double
your
back on
technique.
On all these shits, I just gotta fix these little questions. Boom, let's get it back.
Right. So, have you ever failed? Have you ever gave up on something? I have. I'm gonna tell y'all what. My shit more on the funny side. Y'all ain't gonna agree with this, but have you ever gave up on something you failed? Like, man, like you, Morgan.
Oh, I thought you was about to tell a story.
Now I'm
He
gonna
said
tell.
he gonna say it after we answer.
I probably was young. Right. I mean, I can say at least the last 10 years, the last decade,
Just push.
I just been pushing because, like we are really kind of doing what they say we can't do.
Right.
And I got to speak on me and him because, we done quit our 9 to 5s working for somebody else to work for ourselves. And been doing that. We've been doing it on the side for years, but then up until a few years ago, we said, I can't keep putting 60 into that and 40 into this. We helping it, we helping their business. But I can't focus. And what's practical? The practical thing is, parents or your elders are gonna tell you, hey, look, you need your job.
You need a stable job.
You need this. You need a stable job. You need to be able to afford this. But what about the hustle? They're not gonna promote the hustle. They're not gonna tell you go out there and try it. Like the story I know that I heard was Kevin Hart was talking about it on a podcast years ago. He said he was gonna try this comedy thing, and he told his grandmother, whoever he was staying with, that he gonna do it for 1 year. If it don't work out, he go back to school, do what she did, get a practical job, and she was for that. When we don't have too many people that's pushing. Some people that we admire, some people that we look up to, a uncle or grandmother. I mean, we probably got some here and there, but from the immediate family, you don't have too many people saying, "Yo, go ahead, quit your job, focus on this, but do it right. This is the way to do it." Yeah. And now, what we doing? We're kind of breaking the cycle. The 5 of us right here, we breaking the cycle. Mm-hmm. You got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that got kids. We breaking the cycle, and we trying to make the blueprint a little bit more easier for them. Yeah. Right. But to show them like, hey, if this is where you want to go, this is how you gonna get there. Right. And the first thing is you can't give up. You're gonna get knocked on your ass.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna get knocked on your ass. But you gotta get up and you gotta keep going. Denzel, they said, Denzel said, I don't want to have a fallback plan. Why would I want to fall back? I can't see what's behind me. I want to fall forward. I want to keep pushing forward.
Hell yeah.
So at least for me, the last 10 years, everybody want to have moments. I done crashed out a few weeks ago. I was on the phone with this nigga. I'm like, I don't know, bro. It's getting tough, Right. But it's like,
I think failure is just when
yeah.
you just don't get back up. You
Yeah.
go down and die.
And then sometimes it's the people you got around you. Like sometimes I'm gonna be in the zone where it's like, damn, shit, my scripts, or maybe my skits, or my acting, or whatever, I just ain't. And then I got people like this nigga around there and say, yo, you doing that shit. That shit is hard. You don't work. Look how far you came. Look at what we're doing. If we line this up with what they doing in Hollywood, it's the same shit. It's just on a different level.
Right. I was just ready to say that. I ain't gonna lie.
Can I
Like,
add something?
yeah.
So when y'all make movies or scripts or when y'all make what y'all make, y'all get a final product. If you like your final product, is that like a moral victory to you? Like, do you want to make videos so you can get money, or you just really in love with the game?
It's being in love with the game, and what comes with that is getting paid handsomely for what you want to do.
That's dope. I ain't gonna lie, cause I need to get paid.
Yeah,
I'm making the highest
I get that.
quality.
That's where the more money comes in when you.
Oh shit, it's more than
Right.
I can dig that. I need to
Right.
get paid.
Love with
You know?
doing the art, the money gonna come because you so in love with doing the art. That shit gonna come out.
You know, a lot of artists,
Everybody gonna
Right.
love it, everybody gonna
Right.
come.
That's true.
like them Van Goghs, I know it's a different type of art. They don't get rich till after they die.
Damn.
You know what I'm like? A lot of the painters. I ain't talking about like Spike Lee's, and I'm talking about the actual artist painters. A lot of times they work don't even get big till after they die.
Yo, it's crazy because that's what it is today with a lot of shit. A lot of people,
right?
once you die, now motherfucker go and listen to your whole catalog. Like, he said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it when I was alive, motherfucker.
I got a jaded feeling with that though, because I understand what you're saying. Like, give me my flowers while I'm alive. But if I die, yeah, go get that new album. Definitely go get that new album. My family gotta eat. I'm not here no more, bro. Yeah. All that's going to them. So yeah, when people,
But that's not kind of fake.
That's the
it
way the
depends
world
on
work
the
right now.
reasons.
What
Like,
you mean by fake?
you know how people go do it? They'll go listen to an album because they see other people listening to it. But it's a difference where it's like, you know, maybe an artist been floating around and you've been floating around this stuff for a while and you never got around to listening to it and then they pass away. It's like, dang,
I'm
that's
guilty.
sad. You
I've
know,
done that.
I never listened to that music, but this person I resonated with, and they passed away.
It's like Nipsey
Let me
Hussle.
go check it out.
For me, it's like
Nipsey.
it's like FBG Duck for me when he said that. Like I listened to
Yeah,
more FBG Duck when he died
Right.
and knowing the story than I did when he was alive. And I don't mean fake. I don't mean fake. I'm saying like I just seen it too a lot, like in real life. Like let's just say it could be a homeboy or somebody around us that's close. When they pass away, a record that he been had, we playing it in memory of him now. Like I just seen it, like, and I just was like, man,
Guess
that's,
that
It
is
feel
kinda fake.
wrong.
But curiosity killed a cat. Like all them say cheese people that like them. I don't know if y'all remember the young dude that had survived the home invasion, and he was in Texas. And then he went,
Yeah.
and then
He ended up getting
hitting
killed
him,
though,
he
right?
ended up hitting him after that. I listened to a couple of songs after that, just cause I'm like, damn, let me see what he was talking about. So I guess that could be that is curiosity. Just be curious.
right.
That shit is messed up. That death is a marketing tool like that. Not to call it a
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it.
up, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Him dying was bigger than his career.
Yeah, and J. Cole talked about that.
Well, then when you die, they highlight things about your life or your career that, like for me, it was Nipsey Hussle. Like I knew about Nipsey, but I never really listened to him. And then when he died, they started talking a lot, like, oh, he was a dope lyricist. I'm like, I never really. Okay, they said it. I want to go see, what's up. And then I'm like, oh shit, I fuck with his shit. Like I fuck with Nipsey. And then I'm starting to download some of the albums, and then I'm like slowly becoming like, all right, yeah.
And it's crazy because he wasn't an A-list rapper.
Right.
And he probably more of an A-list rapper now.
He was he was top 3 for me when he was alive.
He was nice.
He was alive,
Yeah.
right? And I've been to Cali. You can't say that shit in L.A. Nipsey was.
But you can't say that in a bunch of big cities.
Right,
Like you got artists in Texas that could go triple platinum or just platinum in Texas. Them niggas big and somebody. That don't mean we hear they shit out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying mainstream. I'm sure he was big in California. And
He had some mainstream success. His last album, The Victory Lap, had got
shit
nominated
was
for
fire.
a Grammy. It was.
That shit was
Like,
fire.
Man.
that shit
Somebody
was fire.
liked my comment on Instagram from 375 weeks ago, like last month. And I was like, I said, this is album of the year when he dropped it. And somebody went and liked that joint. And I was like, man, Nipsey.
Yeah, Nipsey definitely was.
That victory lap was hard.
Yeah, he was definitely one of them. Man,
Something that you said too, real quick to touch base on it. It was you were talking about because y'all was talking about the money thing. I think it's the difference between pursuing your passion and then just kind of making something a hobby. Because it's like suppose I'm an ordinary work a regular 9 to 5, but I can draw my ass off, and I ain't really too pressed about it. But somebody said, yo, can you draw me the Boondocks characters or something? Huey and Riley, I draw it. Yeah, I pay you $50. All right, cool. Start a little side hustle. I'm not trying to, make it too big. Because there's some people that don't want it to get too big. That's a hobby. Right. Versus, no, I'm an artist, nigga. Like, how big can I get? What more can I do? What more can I do to challenge myself to be at another level?
And and I'm gonna say this too, because you just made a good point. I would say like now having like a lot of times we've been doing Zoom calls and FaceTime calls, us three, speaking on a project, Puzzle the Book movie that we doing, and listening to y'all now, and it's kind of why I was like, let's take advantage of this when y'all come up here. I understand some of our previous conversations better than my concerns. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest things, and I respect and I salute both of y'all, and I'm gonna say this now, to quit your main job to chase a career that you're not sure how it's gonna go.
Right.
I respect that shit as a hustler.
Right.
And I respect y'all more than I did an hour ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that the respect was low.
Yeah.
It's just saying, I'm just saying, I understand now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because one of the things, like for me, I get confused when I feel like somebody's just after money. No, this is my job.
Right.
This is how I feed my family. Right. Like, I don't know that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, when a person don't know that and they come to you and you trying to figure things out and that's the approach. You kind of like squinting your eyes, like, the fuck you keep talking about money for, bro? Right. Like, nah, I'm not just talking about money. I'm saying upon delivering great work I need to be paid. I want you to know that. Like, I want you to know I need to be paid upon delivering great work, homie. Friend, brother, cousin, family, whoever the fuck you might be, I need to be paid. And I would just say, being that how we met and how we've been bonding, they don't know me, I don't know them 100%, like how we got years, decades with each other, which we'll have soon. You know what I'm saying? And the relationships will be way better, man. I gotta say, man, that I respect y'all.
Thank you, bro.
Like 100% more, man. Cause and I can honestly say, just from the work that's been delivered, such as the rewrite, the script, the treatment, and all that shit, I told him this shit 10 o'clock this morning. Like, bro, I'm excited. Like, this is the shit. It look like it's supposed to look. Right. It feel like it's supposed to feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like nothing's being left out. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as like motherfucker withholding the work. No, it's being presented, and it's being presented the right way. It look great. It feel great.
And that's the result of the failures.
Yeah.
Per se.
Right.
It took a while to get to that. You feel me?
Right.
The script editing, the script writing, the rewriting.
Right.
I mean, because even rewriting the script, that's a whole beast of its own.
Right.
That's reading a script, reading a story, understanding it, and creating whatever, you know, exactly, making it of your own and delivering it. But that came from a lot of, like we was talking about, failures.
Right. And just as for the ones out there that might not be understanding, I wrote a story. They rewrote it and condensed it into a movie, action-packed thriller, psychological thriller, dope-ass script that we shooting this spring in May. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful. I'm real thankful.
We
And I'm
thankful that
excited.
you had us on this, man. That you know that you trusted us. You know, after, like we said, several conversations and some middleman, you trusting us with, you know, this, because the way I look at it is, and a lot of niggas don't look at it like this. When you got a project, it could be a song, it could be a movie, it could be a music video. Whomever created that, that's your baby, that's your child.
Right.
How I want other motherfuckers around it on, I want you to treat that like this is your godchild. I got a godfather. We all probably got some godparents. And, you know, technically speaking, your godparents are for, God forbid something would have happened to, you know, your parents or whomever's taking care of you, your godparents will step in and, you know, that's what the godparent is supposed to do. So when I'm on other people's projects, this is a passion of mine. It's a passion of mine to be of service in the world of entertainment that we are all in. So when a motherfucker pass me their project or, you know, try to collaborate, I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm the godparent of this project.
See, and it's crazy as you say that, because where I was working from at the time of some of my feelings throughout our conversations, I didn't have the work yet. Right. So I'm kind of like being combative. I'm being combative about shit instead of like, I'm not fully in yet because I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I could say now, after what's been delivered just on the first review, I'm more open. I'm more open because what I seen is work. Right. That's work. You couldn't just slap that shit together and ask GPT chat to do that. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he couldn't help, but work was set. A nigga sat down and put that shit together, and that's what they did with my work. And I seen that, and I feel great, and I feel good, and I can't wait till we get to project number 5.
Right.
And I appreciate your role in that, because I didn't have to write anything, and Morgan was thorough this time, so I didn't have to rewrite anything.
Nah, he did his
I
thing.
just had to read it over a few times, made sure it was cohesive. It all made sense. It was good to send off. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, hell yeah, I like it, man. We shooting it, man. This only project number 1, man. Y'all gonna see these boys' faces. So I got a different segment I want to try out today, man. I'm gonna see if y'all down for a laugh. You know what I'm saying? The name of this segment is called "Are You Dumb?" Who want to go first?
What you mean? Are you dumb? I want to go first, but what we doing?
I'm gonna ask you a question, and you gonna answer it to the best of your
That's a bet.
your ability.
All right.
Are you ready? Yeah. What does CDL stand for?
Commercial driver license.
Okay. What does, and this is just with acronyms today. This is just an acronym question. I'm asking, what does acronym stand for?
Y'all about to hear me make some crazy shit up.
I'm about to make some crazy shit up.
How
I'm a script writer, so I'm gonna write it right now.
Nah, you. What? All right, so he answered that. So we gonna move around a little bit. We gonna move around because he made it through. He want to move around and shit. He want to move around. What does in the medical field EMS stand for?
Emergency. Oh, shit. Emergency.
Like the EMS
medical,
team.
Emergency medical. Damn, what's the S?
It's probably staff. It's probably
It's service. Damn, that
Service?
boy P.
All right.
That boy P tough.
I ain't know what that meant though, but it gotta be meant.
That was an alley oop, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he threw the alley oop.
It's service.
Yeah.
You got the answers?
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, it's service.
All right, that's a bet. It's a team. You see how we took that project and you became the Godfather?
All right, so we on tour.
Yeah, teamwork make the dream work.
This is a political acronym. What does FOIL stand for?
Foil.
FOIL.
FOIL. I have no idea.
This is political.
Political.
FOIA. FOIA.
Foyer.
FOIA.
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 Federal.
FOIL.
Foreign International.
Oh,
He said FO.
FOIA.
FIOA.
No,
FO.
FO.
Oh, all right.
These are like normal, like
Political.
they common joints. I ain't asking, like, I'm just not
common
pulling
to me.
some shit out the.
FOIA. I ain't never heard of that.
You don't got it, Tori?
You got it done.
Hell no.
You got it, Scott?
Hey. Yeah.
Facts.
Oh shit.
That's it right there.
Freedom of Information
library,
Act.
wasn't it?
Freedom of Information. that's what it was. All right, we're gonna do one more round. We're gonna do one more round. We'll see where y'all at. What's the other one I had? Hold on, let me see.
That nigga really pulled that freedom of
He did, right?
Yo, that's really it.
He sat there with it too. He said, "Oh yeah, freedom." He took a pause first.
Yo, in this phone.
I never heard of that before.
I
I heard of
never
Freedom
heard
of
it say
Information Act. I heard that before, but I
The
never heard it
acronym?
as an acronym.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, it stands for freedom. So just in case people don't know what Freedom of Information Act is, right? On anything or anybody, you can request to the Freedom of Information Act. It's Freedom of Information Act. Information on anything. I don't care if it's your apartment, your school your kids go to, a case, a whole case. This is like probably something 1099 Jake, what's his name? This is probably something he used when he want to get all the stuff in the case. Any case that ever happened, all the information to it is in a file on everything. I don't care what building, I don't care what person. You go to the Freedom of Information Act, they give you the first 50 pages for free, and after that, it's like 10 cents a page. And I'm talking about on any study that you could possibly think about. If you request it to the Freedom of Information Act, you're going to get boxes of paper like this in the mail telling you.
Can't gatekeep nothing.
Nah, you can't. With the Freedom of Information Act, cases and everything, the only thing you can't get is something that's redacted. If it's redacted by the courts, by a judge, that's not going to be in the Freedom of Information. So if somebody cooperated or told, they're going to have that redacted in the Freedom of Information Act. But if somebody told and you try to get that,
You know all this though.
I've been to prison.
Okay.
But you can get around that with a therapist, though.
It's all the Freedom of Information didn't redact it. Whoever entity already redacted it, and it was sent over to Freedom of Information Act where you requested that it's already there. So the Freedom of Information Act didn't redact anything. They just store all the paperwork.
Right.
There are some places where you legally, it don't matter. You can't get access to certain information. Like when you go to see a therapist or something like that, whatever you talk about with you and your therapist, confidentiality clause. They cannot divulge that.
We going back to P real quick.
All right. This still are you dumb, right?
Yeah, we still on Are You Dumb. I ain't want to ask Are You Smart. I want to kind of just
Are you dumb?
yeah, Are You Dumb? Make you feel away a little bit. This one a little hard though.
Come with it.
What does TMZ stand for?
What? TMZ?
Yeah.
Like the media outlet, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the media zone.
30 Mile Zone.
Oh, for real?
30 Mile Zone.
That's crazy. I would never knew that.
All right. So who we on, Morgan?
I'm dumb on that one.
The media zone was a good guess though.
Yo, Zone, this Zone, he did good.
What the fuck else is going to stand for?
Yeah, for real.
Right. That's what I was sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck is that Z? I couldn't think about it.
30 miles on, that's all.
30 miles.
Okay.
I don't do acronyms.
Nah, man, you know some acronym. I'm gonna get you a good one,
do,
man.
I
For this
do,
nigga get
but-
the AM and PM. I know that shit.
AM PM? That's crazy. I might not know what that means. Afternoon, morning?
Nah.
Yo, I'm sitting here thinking about it.
No, it stands for something crazy. Dang, I can't even pronounce the shit, but it's crazy. It's like pig Latin type shit.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm
Like,
talking
it's
about?
more-
Yeah.
yeah, it's some
I keep
long-ass
saying I know
word.
it. I don't
You
even know
brought it up. I'm
But
about
I
to
know
say
it. Yo,
I thought he had it because he brung it up.
I used
He
to
said,
know
I
it.
can't wait for AMP.
I used to know it.
I
Yo.
used to know it. I
Oh.
can't pronounce the shit, nigga. It's like amphetamine, AM. Nigga, that shit is crazy. I ain't mean to say amphetamine.
Yo.
Like,
Because you can't, you
I
stepped
was
on
hoping he had
that.
it, 'cause I was
You
gonna
had
be
your
like, yo.
moment too, because
Now,
the
I'm
way he
glad
said
don't
it.
have it. Then we'd have been.
you just Googled it. What it say, yo?
Nah, I Googled something else that I don't even expect nobody to know this shit. The question was, what does THC stand for? And it's crazy because everybody know what THC mean, but the fucking word spelled out is fucking, yeah, this shit is like tuberculosis or some shit. Cannibal.
Yo, that's annoying because I do know what that stands for, and right now my brain is blinking. I do know what THC
So you knew
stands
what it. So you did know what it stood
So you
for.
smoke weed and don't know what it stands for?
That's that
Yeah.
THC.
That's a regular
Yeah,
dude. That's a
It
regular.
stand for cannabis? I thought that shit
It do.
stood for cannabis.
Yeah.
No, it stands for cannabis, but it's one word.
Oh shit. That's like DNA.
The C ain't cannabis. It's like
Yo, that's
cannabinoid
crazy.
or
What do
something.
DNA stand for?
Some crazy shit.
Don't never ask. Because I'm done, nigga.
I'm gonna let up on the acronyms, man. But that's something we plan on doing just for laughs, man. It might not be acronyms. It might be
That was cool, though.
anything, man. It could be
That was
anything,
cool,
man. I'm gonna be a little bit more prepared for it. I just try to run it today.
History, son.
Never ask.
Don't never ask. It's crazy.
DNA.
Yo,
Definitely.
what's y'all favorite body of work y'all done created? Yo?
I don't have it yet.
You don't got it yet? You got one.
I'm still growing.
Yeah, probably one of my albums. The album I put out last year is probably my favorite so far. Out of everything that I've done creative wise.
You like a conscious rapper?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat. I got performance tracks and shit for the masses or whatever, but I do focus on deeper content.
That's dope. That's dope.
And you see that, and that's why I love music, right? So I don't do music, but for me, it's more the fact that I respect it enough that I'm gonna leave it to those who are passionate about it, so that I can, in return, listen to what you laying out. And for music wise, it's like for me, it's gonna be the movies, right? But I haven't my projects. Any project I do movie wise is gonna have to involve other people. It's gonna have to involve other people, and everybody don't want to be a godparent. Everybody don't care about the project like you do. Everybody's not gonna deliver it like you want it to be done. I mean, unless money talks, but you know where we starting from, right? So for the music, it's like I can see that in the projects he drops. It's just you and God in that booth. That's it.
Nah, that's not true, bro. You gotta deal with producers. You gotta get stuff cleared. You gotta, when you send it in, you gotta make sure everything that you sending in is correct. Like you do gotta deal with other people when you're making an album.
Well, I mean, let me not disrespect it, because I ain't mean it like that.
You talking about
I meant as
actual
far as the
creation of it, right?
right,
Right.
That's
because
what I'm saying. If
Still creation because without that producer with that fire.
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna
if your
be-
producer,
yeah.
but if your producer don't care what they doing, and the person mixing and mastering your music don't care, and let's just say you got somebody doing your music videos, they also don't care as much as you. That's the exact same thing.
Yeah, but if you hitting on something that's touching the soul, man, that shit I ain't gonna say override, but
It will overpower.
you
a
dig
lot
what
of
I'm
that,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
because we done heard some
because-
track. Boosie done put out some shit,
Yeah,
and the
but you saying,
production
like-
was, but the song was everything. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
if you really talking
Yeah.
about, if you really getting on something,
Blackball. I'm like, if this shit fire, you can't.
It's fine.
Can't nobody
boom.
this shit.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie, even like Rick
But
Ross.
if I do a movie and the production crew don't focus on the sound and now you can't hear what the fuck I'm saying,
fact. That's
or you're not getting the right shot, I'm giving you expression on my face and you over here. We missed the whole, for movies. It's for me. I'm not talking about for music, but for movies, it's a different slant.
Yeah, that's
it's like
It's a whole. It's
That's
a
an easy
much
fix in
larger
music.
thing.
Right.
It's a
Say it
much
again.
larger thing.
I'm saying that's an easy fix in music.
Yeah.
right,
I don't like you're fired.
right.
I ain't familiar with movies that even in the field like it's a rapper's a dime a dozen. We go outside and nigga give you 16. But you can't go outside, nigga, be like, yeah, get in front of this camera. I know how to direct. That shit
Right.
is like. So I would imagine that in that part of the world, it's like, damn, it's probably hard to replace certain shit, huh?
And clearly not, because look at the team that we got now. You know, shout out to Jamar and everybody that's helping out. Amir, Shar, we got Doe, we got Lynx, me and Tor. Like the team now, it's not hard to replace because we done, God done bless us with it now.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted us to. He had the plan, which was I'm gonna keep going back to it, the per se failures, because he wanted us to be prepared for this moment.
Hell yeah.
So now we here. So now I don't have my most proudest work, but I'm about to.
It's in the making.
I'm about
it's in
to.
the work. And this shit look good, man. This shit look good. And while we here, Prophet, my good brother, will be doing most of the soundtrack
Oh
for
shit.
Puzzle.
Hell yeah.
He puzzled.
Be an actor too.
He puzzled. He was puzzled. He said,
I
"Oh
ain't no
shit."
fuss about it. What y'all said earlier? I need my money for my great.
Yeah, nah, I ain't never mad at that.
Great
It
work,
makes
yo,
sense.
great money.
Yo,
Nigga name ain't profit.
Yo, just send me your distro, kid. Send me all your shit because matter of fact, let me ask a question. How do that work in movies? Because with streaming going on nowadays, a lot of stuff be keyed into where anytime it plays, wherever it plays. Is it the same for movies, for music on movies? Like, or do they just get paid and out the way?
You get paid out the way.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. Because you can't
remember
really.
what Bleak said. He said, "A G, I fuck with you for free." Long term shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely got. I already.
There's a lot of love in the room. That shit ain't. You know me, gang.
Yeah, but I ain't even tripping, bro. I know the work, I know the music, I know what is. I just see it, man. And I can't wait till we put it in that theater and we play it and we have a sold out theater 2 days in a row or however we do it, and everybody come out to see this work, man. I might cry, y'all.
Yeah.
I might cry.
Hopefully somebody cry, and not because the movie was bad.
Nah,
Tears of joy.
that
was
that's
beautiful,
something-
man.
That's something I was gonna say a little earlier, man. Like, so me, like this motherfucker right here. We've been around each other for a long time, man. And I would just say the last 3, 4, 5 years, with everything a nigga been doing right now, Scud been like my biggest critic, or if it, like he one of them ones that I don't give a fuck how cool he is, he gonna speak his mind. If it ain't it, he ain't fucking with it, or he gonna tell me like don't do it, but as well as a big supporter to me, like in every aspect, on every little journey we do together. That nigga one of the biggest supporters to me right now, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to get that nigga his flowers too, man. Thank you, brother. You know what I mean? Keeping it real. If it's bad,
to the real
it's
friends.
bad. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the real people who want to keep it a buck
Yeah,
with
nah,
you.
I got to. I gotta put that out there, man. If something sound corny or weak or lame or whack or hard, that nigga to be the nigga that say it.
That's that for me right
No
there.
filter.
That's him. He that for me.
Yeah.
I like we
Honest
we don't work with a lot of people.
Oh, harsh critic.
That's why when I finished the script, I was like, oh shit. I said, all right, we might gotta do another 2 weeks of this motherfucking script.
Yeah, I ain't.
But he did. But like I said, he like you said, he honest, and he gonna let me know. You know what's up out of everybody.
We wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's out of like we
Shit
gotta
was
keep
ass.
working on
Yeah.
this joint.
And out of everybody that we worked with over the years, you see who here.
See, but you know what that mean to me too? That mean it was just greatness, like a magnetic greatness thing going on, because maybe if the person who originally wrote the script was ass, you would have rewrote some ass with it. Pause. There's a lot of ass shit going on. Like, but you get what I'm saying? You follow me?
yeah.
I think I did a great job.
The story is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
that's the
saying?
other thing I was going to say. I couldn't have wrote it without the base being what it needed to be.
Yeah.
The story came from you. This is something that you depicted, that you conceptualized.
We just formatted into the where it could fit a film.
Right. You conceptualized. I felt that when I said that. That's why. Did you see my body movement? I was like this, and the way you conceptualized it, I gave that Denzel. Okay, all right. The way you conceptualized it,
Right.
You know.
Oh, you got it down pat.
Oh no, he really. I gotta show you that. You ain't.
When he hit this
Okay, I mean, hey, because I can do this shit. I can do anything that I want to do. If I want to slap this ass right here, I'm going to slap that ass right there. Because the way he conceptualized the room, he put the ass right there.
For you. She right there for you.
Nah, you conceptualized that idea.
Yo,
and that's how we got there. We wouldn't have done.
I was going to tell P. He really a dope actor, both of them, bro. I gotta show you some shit, bro. Like,
Oh, thank you.
nah, them niggas did some shit that recently on some. They reacted to Bad Boys, Martin and Will. He was Will, he was Martin, and they knocked on the door.
When you walked in, I was like, this nigga look kind of familiar, man.
Yeah,
We gonna figure it out in a minute.
they reenacted it for. You want to tell them?
Yeah, it was this festival called the American Black Film Festival.
I heard of that.
ABFF. Yeah, I heard of that. And
I should have asked you that acronym. You would have got that shit right.
ABFF.
You said ABFF.
On the dot.
You said BMF.
What is that? DNA. Do not ask. But
Yo, I was gonna ask that too. I felt like that was easy.
CIA.
CIA or CIW?
CIA.
But what you were saying?
Oh, we've been working so much, I'm not gonna lie, we be a little tapped out, and so we get things last minute, and we got this, somebody sent us the flyer last minute, and it was like, reenact your favorite black film scene. You got to do it in 60 seconds. It has to be 60 seconds, and you have to incorporate an orange in it. And we got this shit on like a Thursday.
Like a fruit as an orange?
Yeah. It's got to be so that they know that you just did it. And you didn't pull something that you did in 2013 and you just sending it in because you done worked on it so many years ago. Yeah. And we got this on a Thursday. It was due Sunday. So we was like, oh shit, what can you do? So I was like, all right, we can do. I just started coming out the woodwork. I sent it to him. I said, let's do Bad Boys. Let's do Training Day. Let's do, and we just Norbit. And because goddamn it, Norbit.
Harlem Nights.
Sorry, Lazarus Buser. It's not science. It's not science.
So we was just coming up with all the ideas, and then it's like, because we're cinematographers, we want this shit to be right.
Right.
So what took long is we had to get the pre-production for this joint. And so with the pre-production, we couldn't get everybody that we needed to get. Some people, had other things to do because, people have other obligations. We were able to do just one that made it through. We did 3 of them. Well, we did 4. But we were only able to get one edited and finished an out on, which was the Training Day. I think we got the Bad Boys. We didn't get the Bad Boys out.
We didn't get the orange and Bad Boys.
We didn't get the orange and Bad
They
Boys.
didn't qualify.
So the only one we got out was
it was
the
crazy
Training
because I'm
Day.
sitting here thinking like, okay, I seen the Bad Boys one. That's the one you sent me, but I don't remember a fucking orange. And I'm like, damn, what
It
I
wasn't in
missed?
there.
Yeah.
Right.
We wrapped up filming, got in the car, like, yo, you did that shit. Marcus Burnett, Mike Lowry,
And forgot the criteria.
we forgot
Mike,
damn. We forgot
Yo,
the
they
orange.
did good,
No,
bro.
that's a dope cuz that's Will Smith. That's mine.
And when I do show you the clip, the same Jamal shot it, right? That's the same person that's like behind the cameras for the movie.
Shout out to Jamal.
So when you do see it, you will see like, okay, this shit dope. And yeah, that's
We've been doing this type shit for years because that was just like we could do this and potentially, win
That's
something.
what I'm saying. No, that's the level. It took a lot to get there, though, to the point where we'll hear about a festival on a day's notice and put together 4 different productions to film all in one day.
Yeah.
That take a lot, and it took a lot of not giving up and working out a system to be able to do that. And we still doing it.
right.
Because we did teaser trailers first.
I would imagine you gotta have a real love for something. Like when y'all get y'all first, did y'all get y'all first camera? Excuse me. You say you had theater experience.
Right.
Was that in school?
Yeah, so I went to Baltimore School for the Arts down in the
I
city.
figured that.
And the thing about that is they will bring out what God gave you in whatever department that you in and perfect the shit out of that craft. Dance, singing, instruments, acting, art, production. And I went for theater.
Right.
And the last year, the singers, we went to London. We went to Iceland and London, and we performed. And we performed, every theater in, Baltimore City, the Meyerhoff, the Stratmore, the Everyman Theater, Center Stage, and shit like that. And once we graduated, it was like me and two other dudes. Shout out to Julian and Khalil. We were the only three out of the whole ensemble, the acting ensemble is what they call it, that couldn't afford the Juilliards, the NYUs, Philly School of the Arts. We weren't dumb, but we didn't get the scholarships. We didn't have the grades for the scholarships, and we didn't have the parents with the money. So we was all like, we graduated, we came back, we see everybody, they going to Cali, going to Philly, going to New York, and we just like, man, okay, I'll go to CCBC Catonsville. He gonna go to Essex. He gonna go to Owens Mills, and we kind of started that bullshit, the Plan B. And I was like, damn, I started to be a trainer, so I went for applied exercise science, and I was like, this ain't even my passion, bro. I mean, I love to work out, but I'm like, this don't feel right.
Right.
How can I keep doing what I love to do? Because it was supposed to be the school. It was supposed to be the next level of what we was doing.
Right.
They teach you how to perfect your craft, but they don't teach you how to go get it. So from there, I'm like, how the fuck can I do this shit? Tyler Perry was on the plays, Spike Lee maxed out all his credit cards, all this shit, Adam Sandler. I'm like, damn, so maybe I'm just gonna start doing it. So I just started writing scripts while I'm at CCBC in school, working at Aldi's and the gym, training and writing scripts and skits and hosting open mic events. Cause I'm like, I gotta get more, I gotta kind of get that. I wasn't doing no plays, so I did the open mics because I'm like, I gotta be in front of an audience. I gotta kind of keep that feeling, that fire burning.
Right.
And then me and him met in the gym, and then we kind of figured out what we both doing, and it became cohesive into the long run of things. And it was like, well, let's build this shit ourselves.
Right.
So then the goal aligned became, everybody in Baltimore, they leave. You know that. We know that. How can we stay and show people what we can do here? Because who we got famous from here? We got Mario, went to Milford, but Mario still doing his thing, but he don't got that big, he ain't as hot anymore.
That's my homeboy first cousin.
Got Monique. We got Jada. We got the dad from Shameless.
Tupac.
Kevin Hart's wife is from like PG
Tupac
County.
is from Baltimore.
Thank you.
Tupac, huh?
Rock.
Just hilarious.
Rock.
Are the Braxtons not
From the show?
Charles Dutton.
From the show?
Charles Dutton. The Rock.
He had that show.
Rock,
He had the show.
The old ball.
Balyo from the Had the Show.
That had the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he from
I ain't
Baltimore.
familiar with that show.
Yeah, he had like a show back in like the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, you said from the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
But it's a lot of people, like when you name like Just, they doing their thing. Tank, everybody's doing their thing. But who is, and not to say, because I don't know everything about what everybody's doing behind the scenes, but who's bringing that conglomerate down here? Atlanta saw that, they were shooting parts of The Walking Dead at Tyler Perry Studios. Right. If you know anything about The Walking Dead, most of them characters is British. They from London. So they getting booked for this hit show. They flying from London to Atlanta. Money back to the state of Georgia. They got they got recurring roles. Buying houses, starting family. Money back to the state of Georgia. Tyler Perry said he want that, $250 million. Give it to him. Because he's showing them that we can bring in the talent. We can bring in the things. So we got aligned with how can we do that here? So that's why we started, working on this production company, because everybody say, yo, y'all too talented. Why y'all don't go to LA? Why y'all don't go to New York? Why y'all don't go, take it there.
Because the money here.
You feel me?
You gonna bring the money here.
Wherever you
I
build
see what
it.
you're doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep it Baltimore and and give it some prominence
Right.
on that field.
Right.
Let me ask you.
And you know what's
go
dope
ahead.
about that? My bad.
No, you good.
What's dope about that is everything that come out Baltimore blows. Like I'm talking about I'm talking about cinematically.
Right.
Like The Corner, The Wire. Yo, and I've lived a lot of places. Like a lot of people is curious and infatuated with Baltimore.
Right.
And it's fucked up why, but not fucked up why, but it'd be from
I get what you're
accent to Baltimore known for crime.
Crime, violence.
Yeah.
Known for crime and violence. I definitely think that's something dope.
Hell yeah.
Definitely be done. I just wanted to say that.
Nah, hell yeah. I feel great to be a part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope one of my projects be one of them floodgate, open the doors and shit. I got a question for y'all before we get out of here, man. With this journey, with y'all being cinematographers, being that we spoke about failure, what is the goal? What is your goal right now?
You mean like short-term goal, like 6-month goal type shit, or like?
Nah, just end-game goal. Or, I mean, he kind of summed it up. I've been waiting to ask the question. I ain't cut him off because he kind of really just summed it up when he was just speaking, like, on what he want to do. He really just hit it.
I'm trying to become Batman. You heard it here first. I get $1 million, you gonna see the Batmobile on Baltimore streets that same night. You heard me. I've been doing the martial arts training for years. I'm studying the sciences. I'm
You
heavily
really talking
educated.
about playing Batman in the movie?
No, I'm talking about in real life. Look, think about how many
wanna be a vigilante.
multi-millionaires. Think about how many multi-millionaires there are out there who don't use their money to actually benefit people on a street level. I got martial arts experience, so I ain't scared of I'm not scared of none of no criminals who don't know how to fight, because if you don't know how to fight, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm smart. I put time into studying, so I'm not saying I'm just smart. Yeah, I ain't know them acronyms just then, but that don't mean I don't know valuable. I don't have
Facts,
valuable
facts.
He gonna have Jeffrey in his ear.
resources.
What's the acronym?
Like I was saying before earlier today, I feel like everybody I met in the most recent time, they had a destiny written on them, or they had some type of grander purpose. Bro, I plan on using everybody that I meet because I feel like we all got the same goal. We want to see our city do better, see the people who look like us do better. I'm trying to form the Justice League, bro, and I'm trying to uplift the people. This is just a stepping stone to do that for real, for me personally. My end game is about uplifting my people.
So that's
when
dope.
you say Justice League, you mean that like literally?
I mean,
Like,
we
or
ain't
you
nobody
just
got no superpowers, so nah, but like...
Nah, Batman don't have a superpower.
But yeah, literally, like if I get a group of people together who have respect and stature of how they carry themselves, we got that rule and good relationships with violent people. That takes away a lot of violent crime, because then we can figure out how do we lower the crime rates. See what I'm saying? Everybody in the Justice League is not a brute. We get somebody who got financial resources or literacy to help us get funding and create lasting relationships with the government offices in state. This is stuff that people should be doing in other states too. Once you got a relationship with them, then you can start to affect the judicial system a bit, removing some of the corruption, like breaking shit down on a systematic level. To me, anybody who's doing that in a group, you the Justice League for real. I salute
That's
you.
a fact. I get what he's saying.
One time when they had like, it was like in a violent area, but basically like two groups were beefing, but this one nigga that's in the middle, he real respected, like how you was just saying, he got the resources, he bring the two bosses together, like, look, man, let's get it together, bring everybody together, have a cookout, whatever, stop the violence.
And I know that don't always work.
We gotta stop everything.
Yeah.
Some of it, if they see us politicking and doing shit on film.
Facts. Yo, I'm gonna say this before we get out of here, man. Once again, it's my book, Puzzle. These are the guys that's behind making this dream of mine come true on the big screen. Man, thank y'all for coming. And the next time we get Tora up here, I'm gonna see if he can kick an apple off of Link's head
I can do it.
and break a center block with his forehead or his wrist or
I don't know about
or
that.
something like that. My man is in the martial arts.
Not about to sign up for
No,
that shit.
Link 6'6". We gonna see if he can get up there and what's the nigga name? The nigga I said
Michael Jai White.
Michael Jai White. See if he can spin kick a fucking apple off of Link's head. I already signed you up for it, Links. It's going down in the Loop podcast.
Hold up, I want to say I want to be my goal.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I wanna
My bad,
be-
big homie.
The floor buffing king.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah. Spit shine.
You
clean.
understand?
Yeah.
I want to be the floor buffing king, because when you see a floor, when you see a floor,
Yeah.
and that bitch look buffed,
How the buffer moving?
Nah, so you gotta have some comedy shit going on. You got
yo.
some comedy shit going
Nah,
on.
man. Only
You know
comedy
you
shit
gotta
we
do
got
it,
going
yo.
on is supporting
You gotta have
Manny the
support.
God right now.
Shout out to Manny.
Shout out
the
to
God.
Manny.
That's man.
Yo, make sure y'all go like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank y'all, man.
Thank you
And
for
we
having
out.
us.